You probably never realised, but there are different types of attraction. Maybe you once walked away from a relationship and thought, in comparison to the other person that I dated, I feel a different type of love for them. You may assume you either like someone or you don't, when in actual fact, you can have different variations of love and emotional connection. It probably makes sense when you think back to a relationship where you weren't sexually attracted to someone, but you were very drawn to them and you couldn't make the relationship work. You couldn't understand what your brain was telling you. And did you know that for a relationship to actually last long term, you need to have a variation of different types of attraction? And well, it's obvious, because looks alone don't actually solidify a relationship. Yes, it's an attraction type, but looking amazing doesn't guarantee love. So without further ado, get ready for the 10 different types of attraction. My name is Anna and wow, you are incredible, so enjoy the video. Sexual attraction. This is the first type of attraction you probably thought of. It's the desire to be intimate with someone physically, and this is sparked by how someone looks or even the way that they hold themselves with their energy or even their body type, shape, etc. This attraction fades quickly though, so you could consider this the initial eye-locking attraction. It brings people together and then makes way for another form of attraction when this one does wear off. And sadly, you can feel this sexual attraction when you are in an emotional connection with someone else, also known as cheating on your partner. To be needed and to need attraction. Think of this one as a protective form of attraction, what a pet, a child, or adult would feel towards someone who they need support from. This attraction makes someone feel safe with you, and the strong person who helps care for the other person wants to protect the other. It's kind of like a mush of protective attraction. This type of attraction is what you would expect to feel for your friends and your family. And obviously when you have a partner as well, you do have that protective element. But this type of attraction is very unsuggestive and not sexual in any way. However, romantic and sexual attraction can build from this foundation. Social attraction. Have you ever been hanging out with someone that you really love being around, and perhaps you show your fair share of flirting and they flirt back with you, but when you leave them and go your separate ways, you actually rarely think about them when you get home? If so, this is social attraction. You both can vibe on a communicative level, except there is no desire to physically connect with them sexually. This type of connection can fool us into thinking that we really like someone, when in fact we don't. We just really enjoy the social connection that we have with them. Alterous attraction, a bit of two types of attraction smushed together. It's like a romantic attraction but not fully, and it has platonic vibes too. So overall, it's a strong, deep emotional connection that's in the middle of a friendship and a romantic relationship. For example, you could show each other physical affection such as a kiss on the cheek, you both could cuddle on the sofa, you hold hands, you sit on each other's lap. It's a serious level of commitment and companionship, but it doesn't quite fit the mold of a traditional romantic relationship. It's a desire to have an emotional closeness with someone. Uniattraction. This is feeling an intense attraction to one person, and specifically only one person, for a long time or even for your whole life. You are attracted to someone regardless of their gender, orientation, their changing appearance, etc., etc. Intellectual attraction. Did you know that you can actually be attracted to someone's intelligence? Well, if you didn't, you know now. It's a unique attraction style, but it's important as some people cannot withstand a relationship unless they are with someone who is considered intelligent on their own level. This type of attraction doesn't mean that someone is more likely to fancy you if you have a very high-class IQ score. It just means that someone values to hear theories, they like to hear different points of view, and they like to consider that you are someone who is able to pragmatically think about the world in different scenarios and also viewpoints. Aesthetic attraction. Now, you would assume that this was close to the first type of the sexual attraction that we talked about at the start of the video. But in fact, it's very different. Because with this form of attraction, you think that someone looks attractive, yet you don't feel the need to sexually embrace them. It could be compared to the feelings that we have for a good-looking celebrity, like Ryan Reynolds. We don't want to make out with them, but we acknowledge that they are very, very attractive. Emotional attraction. I'm sure by now you know what this type of attraction looks and feels like. Even if you haven't experienced this for yourself, it's a relationship where you feel safe to share all of you, your dark secrets, your dreams, your goals, your gooey inner core. You want to open up emotionally and be honest because, well, you trust this person. You can have an emotional attraction to your friends and family because of the urge of connection and the trust that you feel around them. So obviously this varies in degrees of attraction in comparison to your partner and obviously a family member. But an emotional attraction is important. I can't stress this enough for your mental health. So if you don't have an emotional connection with a partner, make sure that you have one with a friend or even a close family member, and this is just as good. Physical attraction. We have all felt this type of attraction, even at least one single time. Every one of us has the desire of physical closeness. We want to be touched in a non-sexual way through kisses or hugs. This could be with your parents or even your friends. As children, we depend on our parents or those that look after us to comfort us through physical touch. And then as we grow up, we depend on that physical touch from our friends instead. Romantic attraction. You may be thinking this is the usual standard form of connection in a relationship, the sexual desire and closeness, and you know what? You are right. It's an attraction of romance which doesn't usually involve a sexual attraction. An asexual looks out for this type of attraction because it's a step up from a relationship. There is an emotional connection, but it has the sexual elements too. And to make things even more so confusing, you can feel different types of attraction at one specific time for either the same person or for a multitude of other people. You can have a close relationship that counts as an emotional connection with your best friend, but you can have a romantic connection with your partner. Now don't worry, there really is no rule that your romantic partner needs to fulfill all of these different types of attraction. However, the more types of attraction that you feel with your romantic partner, the higher the chance that your relationship will actually last long term. So let us know down in the comments, have you ever had a situation where you've left a relationship and thought, this is very different to my previous relationship? Or maybe you've gone on a date with someone, you've had a really great time, you feel a great connection, and you think this is an amazing person, but something's not right. It could be that you guys only had a social connection. So let us know down in the comments and give us your story so that you can share it with everyone else. And I will see you in the next video. Wow, we made it to the end of the video. If you like this video, give us a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. It will make my day. And you can even go one step further and get your name up on our super fan board. These are some amazing people that actually support the channel every single month. And if you want to know more about that, then click the description box below to find out some more. Have an amazing day. See you soon.